Welcome to ReUp Pieces as Results show. This is a long-term project. People will get results in different speeds depending on 10,000 different factors. So, whether it's your illness, whether it's your ability to imagine naturally, whether it is that this stuff is something that you are learning to believe in, or if it's something that you are already believing in because you've done yoga or meditation in the past or things of this sort. There is a time in all of your bits and pieces that you want to go back and take a look at them. And you can go ahead and schedule that, pop it into your Google Calendar or whatever. But go back and redo the modules and see what kind of a different result happens as you keep moving forward. The things coming out of you and the things acting upon your brain are going to go in the way that your brain allows them to, based upon your belief system and how you're working forward in it, and the complexity or the basicness, or how you view the complexity or the basicness of the actual chronic illness that you are dealing with, or whether you are using this as a wellness program. So, ReUp Pieces. First thing is you pump up your frequency. Now, I told you in this module we took this from Tony Robbins because, hey, he's awesome and he said I could. So, re-up that, but add a little something of your own. Add the thing that makes you feel like you get that energy flowing more. And you're going to take a look at Pump Up about every 3 months. So give a 3-month re-up on your Pump Up. And all of this is on your handout, so don't be afraid. Make sure you got that in front of you and you're taking a look at it, and you can follow along. Your intent statement. Now, if you redo this every 3 months, you will find that it gets better and better and better. The more you do something, the better you get at it. An intent statement is so particular. If you have had some healing that has already taken place, you want your intent statement to reflect that. If for some reason things are going slower, you want to add speed to your intent statement and let it fit into a way that leads you towards that wonderful, wonderful end result of feeling much better. Okay? Energy gathering, that's about the same. You want to add in some color theory and turn your light different colors, things of that sort, things that make you feel really good with you and your energy, and make your energy seem just yummy and buttery and lovely. Then yeah, you can do that. But energy gathering is pretty much the same. You're going to get so quick at it, it'll just boggle your mind. Now, looking techniques and looking at the artwork, you're going to be changing up your artwork every 30 days. And after 2 months, you can start changing up the order or your looking techniques and how you use them, and the things that you think just immerse you more. Because at that point, you're going to know. You're smart enough. You've been doing it, you're going to know. So you change it up, artwork every 30 days, and before you start a new artwork, make sure you have it written down as a plan, so you know going forward. You don't have to spend any more time in your day other than the 15 minutes. So put it all down, exactly how you're going to use these techniques, whether you're going from 1 to 15 or hitting odd numbers and even numbers or taking them backwards. It doesn't really matter, so long as you know the ones that are getting you immersed the most. You want to use those the most, do that. This is about you and how you are reacting and how you are responding. But artwork every 30 days, because you want to keep that imagination just firing and firing and firing. Now, when it comes to the action of the cure, whenever you are inspired to change the visual for the action of the cure, and you have a few minutes to be able to spend on revamping it and hitting all of the pieces in the actual module, that's the time to do it. Your body will tell you, your mind will tell you, this could be updated. This needs, okay, I'm at the UN and all of my cells are talking and everything's wonderful. Maybe because I had a really emotional situation, it's about a tornado that's going to be running through half of the world. How is the UN going to deal with this emotional tornado that's coming up? And put that in there too. Let it be timely. Let it still fit the action of your cure. But let it be timely. Let it deal with the next thing that seems to be presenting itself needing attention in a constructive and positive way. Now, your result, the more that you start visualizing and thinking about what your result as a completely cured person who can do anything that they want will be, the more you're going to have other pieces that fit into that, other things that come up. You're going to allow yourself to imagine things you hadn't thought of when you first started the program. So that is also based upon when your brain says it's time. Don't be afraid to follow your brain. It is acting in a wonderful and concise and positive and forward-moving manner. Use it to your advantage. If it tells you, you know, my result means I'm going to go climb up to Machu Picchu and I'm going to check out the top of those mountains and see what all that spiritual flip is about, then maybe that should be part of your cured visual as well. And with forgiveness and gratitude, that comes with results. You want to start off with someone difficult to forgive, not impossible. After you get used to the act of forgiving and doing it a couple times a day, you can start to entertain and find a time when it's going to be best to put that forgiveness in. When I was forgiving my ex-husband, I went around for months, and every time I'd start to feel it, I'd say, I forgive the I didn't believe it, not when I first started saying it. But eventually, after months and months and months and months, it got there, and I was able to, and it set me free. And that was the important part. And gratitude. As you keep going forward, you're going to find more things to be grateful about. I am really grateful that I wake up in the morning and my whole world isn't unbearable. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to my routines. When those gratitudes present themselves, yeah, pop them in there. Can't have too many things to be grateful about because it's really, really difficult to be sick, in pain, depressed, defeatist when you're grateful. The two things just don't go together in your brain. So if you fill your brain up with gratefuls, then less and less and less and less room for the other stuff that comes along with being chronically ill. Okay, and then the full 15 minutes. Go through and recheck every piece. Go through the course again about every 6 months. Things are going to change. If you are consistently doing this, and you did every piece, and you were diligent about it, your life is going to be changing, in my best opinion. For whatever that's worth, your life will be changing. And every 6 months, your routine should change a little bit to reflect how your life is changing. I'm grateful now I was able to have that picnic at the park. I am grateful that, hey, my vision improved. How did that happen? I'm grateful for so many things I hadn't thought of before because I was lost in this tsunami of being sick. So every 6 months, under 15 minutes, we're going to see you next to tell you where to go from here. We want to hear all about what's going on with you. We want to make sure that we are keeping on making this program just as good as possible. We want to make sure that we are connecting you to information on a regular basis. So, the next module, where to go from here, coming up right away.